Hello everyone. In the real life software development, when some feature is provided for the development that requires both front-end as well as back-end development. In the REST services, the front-end team integrates the API that is developed by the back-end team regarding to particular feature. So when the back-end team are developing the feature, the front-end team is dependent on the API that will be provided by the back-end team. So until the backend team completes their API development, the front-end team or mobile team cannot proceed for further development. In that case, what we can do to sim what we can do is we can simply provide the mock request responses to the front-end team for the development of the feature in the front-end. So when the backend team completes their development, they provide the API to the front-end team, which is similar to the mock request response, and change their request path, and everything works fine. So to provide the mock request responses, there may be very much tools to create a mock servers. Like as we can simply create our own application as mock server, but there is a great tool, Postman, which help us create a simple mock server request responses for our applications, which is very practical. So let's begin. So here I have just opened a Postman, and let's go to the new and go to mock server, and here we define the path of the request and method path of the request, response code and request body. So here we are simply using users API for getting all the users, getting users by name, and simply adding a new user. So here I define the path as users 200 OK response body. I've created a sample response and provided it here like this, 3 users. And next is get users. Next is, let's first try this one and save. I give it name as users mock server. You can also make this private so that each request should contain that the key that is provided by the postman in the request header. So for now I am not creating it public. So create, here is the URL, that the mock server URL that we are going to use, this one. And by default Postman creates environment variable which contains the URL. When we use environment variable, we don't have to use this URL all the time. What we can do is we can simply provide a curly bracket and use the variable name, which is URL. If you over here, we can see that we have the actual path that is provided by the postman for the mock server. Here one request is created. Let me close it and let's test this request, get users. So we can also see the example or mock response that is stated by us earlier, and it is this, like a get all users, and this request, and it will be the response type, and 200 OK, everything is fine, and save changes, save example, and let's run this request and send it. Now here we can get responses from our mock server. So the front-end teams can simply use this API with this URL as the server URL to assess the APIs that is in development process. So after the full development of the application, the front-end team should only replace this URL. Like from going here, they if they only replace this URL with the new actual URL, all the APIs would work fine. So there is no need to do any modification in the request and response if the request and response are already fixed before the development of the API or development of the mock server. So here we get all the users list. So let's try one more request is adding the new user. Here is the URL / users, and I'm gonna save it. Add users, this collection, and I will also add the mock response. URL will be same. It will be post request, sorry, and when you add value, put as a request body. Likewise, the request body is simply ignored in that. So, but let's provide it. I'm gonna copy this one and paste here. It should be JSON, and ID will not provide it. So ID is automatically generated in the backend in the real time. Is that just create and provide name for, and age is 30. Okay, then okay, request body and response, we will also provide a response. Response will be JSON. It will be same as above value. What will edit is the new ID. New ID will be now 4. This is a simply mock request. It will not reflect to the original get user list. Okay, error. Let's add content type. It is not necessary, but let's add it so we can get JSON responses in formatting order. JSON. Okay, let's save the example, and if you provide the response body, it is ignored in the mock server. However, provide it test 4 and is 30. It will be also JSON responses. JSON header added. If we go to example and add users example, we can see body. Okay, you can simply copy this. So copy and paste this, and if we hit this request as post request, save, we can get the response that we already set it. So this will work now. So let's add on one more request. There we are getting all the requests by /user. But if you try to use to find the details by name, in that case, in the real life application, we don't create this separate API to find the users by particular name or by particular ID. In that case, this will also address in the Postman mock server. What we can do is we can simply create another example here. Is add example, get users by by name. Here we can define the request param as name equal to test1. If you provide test1, it is the existing. Let's see. Okay, example do we have? This is the existing, so don't change it. Simply get all users, this if it is as it is. Okay. Now add a new example, get all users as double example. Okay, I will change it. Get users by name. If our name is test1, gonna header content type is application/json value, and if you provide a test1, it will only return the value that is provided to the given username or given user. So simply 200. Okay, save it. Now if you try to get user without providing the parameter, it returns all the values. But if you call it with parameter name is test1, now it should return the value of only the test1 values. This will get. So Postman mock server will help us to synchronize the front end and back end development in a easy way and efficient way, so that we don't have to develop our custom mock server. And here we can also edit something. I see that 201 for the create a request. Save example, send, sorry, empty request, send. Okay, one great thing that we can do in Postman is that we can also prepare documentation to the Postman, so that we don't have to individually prepare document and request separately. What we can do it, we can simply save responses as example. JSON value, get users by get all users, save. And for the request param, let's call it and save the responses as example. Get users by ID by name, and save it, and do same for add users. Send and save responses example. Add users. Okay, it's fine. Okay, done. And we can also define the here the name parameter is optional, so we can define here is optional. And we can also it is the name of the request and provide more information such as get all, get user details. It also supports this HTML. Here I am providing some information. If name is provided, then okay, let's save, and after this we can simply publish it for the documentation. Save it. Okay, and now from your collection menu you right click, and here is option called view in web. When you click this, you will be redirected to the web URL. From here you can see the your request and responses. Here you can define environment not shown here. Okay, here is the users. The description that we have written here is shown here. We can also comment on the request from the portion also, from here also. Here is the sample request, sample response. Get users name. Since we have provided the name, it has shown the value of the name. Okay, it's fine, all fine. And if you want to provide this to the team, you can simply click the publish. Here you can change the various things such as environments, styling, and we can simply publish the collection. If you want to make it public, so then do this, otherwise simply ignore it. And if you go to your if you copy this URL, and if you provide this URL to the your front-end team, they can simply get the request responses and they can implement it. Here, due to the environment name that we have selected earlier, the actual URL has been populated here, and we can simply run this, and anyone with this URL can run this in their local Postman server. Like run is, if you click run as Postman, it will show the options, and if you click this, it will be copied to your collections. So Postman is a great tool for the creating mock servers and documentations. I hope you like this tutorial and keep exploring it. It's very nice product. So thank you everyone.